My name is Dzindolet. I am a junior on the women's basketball team, and my pronouns are she, her. My childhood upbringing is just sports. I have a younger brother who also goes here, but I basically just grew up playing sports my whole life. I was on the baseball team with my brother. I grew up my friend group was my teammates, like just constant sports. If you saw a photo of me in 8th grade, you'd be like, oh, okay. I was one of the guys. Sometimes people would be like, oh, is that your brother or is that your sister? And I'd be like, no, I'm the sister. Like, it was one of those situations where, like, I didn't know who I was, and I think it took a while for me to figure out, like, this is just I'm just gay, like, this is okay. And I just had to get comfortable. And I think in high school there's just extra drama, like, not even whether you're gay or not, there's just drama. And so, like, balancing being who I wanted to be and surrounding myself with people who I wanted to surround myself with was, like, the biggest problem that kind of made me uncomfortable, because it was like, do I even fit in with these people? Like, do I even want to be this person? I would say I knew I was part of the community in 8th grade. I don't think many other people, like, my friend group didn't see it as a surprise. I would say I came out to my friends my freshman year of high school, and I waited much longer to tell my parents and my family. I think they gave me the correct support, and that helped, but I definitely, along with, I'm sure, other people, it was just a conversation I tried to avoid for years. With close friends, they don't even think about it. But I think when you're walking by and you see me, they're probably like, oh, like, she's probably gay or something like that. In this day and age, it's something you have to come out, you have to tell people who you are, or else it's kind of just like an awkward conversation. And so unless you're really truly open with yourself and with others, I think people perceive you in different ways. So I never like tell my coming out story, because it's not something that I'm, like, proud of. It's just like this awkward thing that I almost had to do to be with this girl who it's just ridiculous. But I think sometimes a lot of people, like, pressure you into saying things and doing things that you might not want to do or say. And I think there's a line between willing to educate yourself and, like, almost pressuring them. Like, that's how I would say it, pressuring them into say something that's, like, either not true or just not what they want to say. And I would say an ally is someone who just is comfortable with having uncomfortable conversations and just being willing to listen, because I think what a lot of people don't understand is that a lot of the stories can be very, very different. I have to say, my grandmother, my mom's mom, is the absolute best. When I first came out, she texted me this long paragraph, and she was like, I love you, like, I promise I will love you, like, do not worry, like, everything's gonna be okay. And my girlfriend, we've been together for like 2 years now. I met her at Springfield. She's very smart, and so she's done half the educating for me that I didn't really know about too. My friends at Springfield, all of them, the women's basketball team, they're just the best. I mean, I can't complain about anyone that I've met at Springfield College. They've just always been so open and honest, and Coach Graves and Carol, obviously I look up to them as partners. They're, like, the cutest, but they're always willing to sit down and talk to you if you're not doing well or if you just need to talk to someone. And so I think the support has always been there, and it's always been really helpful. True colors, I think, is just being yourself, being your authentic self, and not being afraid or ashamed of who you are and who you want to be and who you love. I didn't think freshman year that I would have that much of an impact, but now that I'm a junior, I think Springfield College just opens a lot of doors for you here, and I was able to start a new club. We created an LGBTQ+ support group for athletes. We're hoping to just be an outlet for athletes, a part of the community who don't really get to speak out as much as we think that they should, and so we kind of started, like, our own little support group. I would say if people are struggling, that it's important to just find one person, and I can be that person if anyone needs it, but I just think that life is a lot better when you're open about who you are who you want to be and who you love, most importantly, because at the end of the day, that's all it is. Like, everyone deserves to love someone, and so if you're insecure or if you're scared of loving someone, you can't do that. Life's too short, you know? That's all I would say about that.